We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
First play and a first throw for Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 35, here's second and a yard. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's Uzomah. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Open man is Uzomah. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
No, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
Prescott. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Prescott now. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throwing, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they wanted to do.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got enough. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range Huge effort, denied 3 points at the very end. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, here's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb. Down the left sideline. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Randall Cobb, 69 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Prescott. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Yeah, offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Look at the big fella go. And he's in for the touchdown on the
teams to take a shot? Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Taken in left side, it's Wilson. He's into space past the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here. And as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A first down throw for Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott on the move to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Give to Hall running right. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. He's got room to roam. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers throwing here. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, You stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played